It's early on in the game, but I think Belgium's just scored the first goal. Well, hello there, perfect drafters. Hope you're doing well. What have I got in here today? I've only gone and got Jupiler. Not Jupiter, but Jupiler. That's your little beauty. So, coming off the back of the Hertog Jan, which was a pleasure, an absolute joy, we're now on to another Pilsner, which is the Jupiler. Obviously, we're going to compare a little bit because I've just had that Hertog Jan. It is a Pilsner. It's basically the Netherlands versus Belgium. Who would win out of Netherlands versus Belgium? Current form, I think your money's got to be on Belgium. So, with that in mind, Jupiler will be the one. Will that be the case? So, Claston Beerhawk has that hybrid lager. Basically, I think that's just what they put for that type of beer. It's a Pilsner. You can see my kind of screen on that. I look like a very cold Dennis the Menace. But anyway, so it is £31.50 of your finest monies. It's a whole 40p cheaper than the Hertog. But if you're looking at ABVs, it's a whole 0.1% more. So work that one out. But anyway, not a big difference. So I'm not expecting, I guess, that much of a massive difference. It is one of the more popular ones on Beerhawk. Just having a look just now, it's not in stock. But then neither is the Hertog. And just recently, even after last week's video, as I've been looking about, it does seem that Hertog has all of a sudden come to a bit of a flurry of appreciation, because it seems like a lot of people are on the Hertog. And I don't blame you, because it was a little beauty. It was good. And just like how in the Netherlands Hertog is your main boy, in Belgium this is very much your main boy. This is the lager. So brewed at the Pied Booth. That's got to be one of my worst yet. But that brewery, and like I say, this is the highest selling beer in Belgium. It in fact accounts for around 40% of the volume of beer sales. That speaks volumes. It is a popular one, so I am looking forward to it. Meant to be crisp, light, easy drinking. You could be describing either of them. You could be describing either of those beers at this point. But this is the Jupiler. It is the sponsor. Jupiler is the sponsor of the Belgium Pro League, so, you know, their highest league, like our Premiership. So, good sponsorage there. And their slogan caught my eye. Yeah. The slogan of Jupiler, because men know why. There you go. Men know why. I don't know why they know why, but they know why. When they're drinking Jupiler, apparently, men know why. I've got some snackage, got them waiting in the wings, and I think it's a little treat, hopefully. 49p from Home Bargains, so if it is a treat, I'm there tomorrow grabbing a few more off the shelves. So I will be having the snackage after the beer. So before we do the pour, before we have a look at the keg, let's have a quick look at the Big Bold Reviews website, see where in that listing it actually shows up. So if we have a look at it, there we go. So there's the Hertog in 6th place. So out of these people, and let's have a look how many we got. We've got 95 people that have put kegs in their number 1 position. So out of those 95 people, we've got in 6th place there the Hertog, and we've got in 8th place there the Jupiler. So if those 95 people know what they're on about, in a way, kind of, then this should be slightly worse than the Hertog. Will that be the case? Dunno. So if we just click on the old info just there, let's have a look at that. £31.50, like I say, 5.2%, and you're looking at, if no discount whatsoever, around £3 a pint. Maximum kind of discounted keg return and stuff like that, £2.7. And just over 251 calories per pint. But anyway, that doesn't matter. Well, I'm not going to bother about it now. And you'll see that I'm not going to bother about it when I go into my snackage. Let's get in. Let's have a look at that keg. Let's do the pour. Let me taste this second Pilsner within a few weeks. Let's compare it a little bit to the Hertog, but not too much. Let's take it in its own right, people. That's what you have to do, yeah? It's a new day, a new dawn, a new keg. Let's go. So let's open this little baby. That's not your best shot. Let's swing round. So there we go. There she blows. The Jupiler. And clearly says on this, unlike the Hertog, that it's a Pils. They're not hiding that one. There's the bull. Look at him. He's been winking at me. He's been looking. Saying, look, Baldy, give us a sip. So I'm going to give you a sip. Let's give you a pour first. Let's go. Let's shut these wings. As you can see, installed yesterday. So here we go, and I've got him. Look at that. There we go. I've got the Jupiler glass. Happy days. Let's go. It is Arthur again, though. Isn't it? Anything could happen. Let's go. As he, little bit. Yeah, it's a good head, isn't it? It's a good head. Might need to let that settle a bit. Well, let's bring her in before I give her a top up. It's not the worst I've ever done. So there she blows. There she is. Look at that. Good head. Good head. I will top that up a bit more. But it's got some bubs. Got the usual bubs. Not bad. Very light, very clear. I'd say slightly clearer, slightly lighter than the Hertog. First impressions. Yeah, some nice clarity there. Yeah, there she blows. Let's get stuck in. Some nice chillage. Nice chillage to that. So, there we go. Not bad. After a little bit of topping up, looks like an ideal pint. Let's get stuck in. Eh? So, can't say fairer than that, can you? Can you say fairer than that? Not really. Very clear. Got some bubs. Some lovely looking bubs. Nice white head. I like the glass. Pretty cool glass. It's like a tumblerage type thing. Feels pretty sturdy. Right on the mark. Right on the mark. Yeah. Right, let's go. Just trying to remember that Hertog. Very, very pleasurable drink. Very smooth, very crisp, refreshing. Wouldn't offend a soul. Not a soul. Soul boy. Let's go for this. With the Hertog in mind, I'm going to go into the Jupiler, but still an open mind. Let's see what we've got. Cheers. Let's go. There's not a lot between them. There is not a lot between them. Very easy to drink. Wowzers. Yeah. Just rating this, I mean, it's crisp. That's crisp. It's very refreshing. Lovely at the 3 degrees that the PerfectDraft serves that at. spot on. That is a quality Pilsner. Absolute quality. Out and out. I feel like I need a bad keg again. I do. I got to this point probably about 6-7 reviews in when I just wasn't having a bad beer. And it felt like I was just saying every week, this is a beauty. Which, to be fair, I like my beers, you know. But that's good. That is good. Belgium, you've done well there. It's early on in the game, but I think Belgium's just scored the first goal. I think there's more of an aftertaste with the Hertog. There's just, yeah. I mean, sometimes you want a bit of aftertaste. I mean, if it's not a bad aftertaste, then that's good. Personally, like with the lefts, you know, I like that left twang. So therefore, I don't mind that aftertaste with those beers. With this, I think there's just nothing afterwards. Just that kind of, you know, you've had a nice, pleasurable drink. For me, it weirdly doesn't actually taste quite as strong as the Hertog, which it obviously is. It's that 0.1% difference, but it tastes lighter for some reason, and it looks lighter, but it tastes lighter, I think. It does. I mean, good mouthfeel throughout. The carbonation in that's good. It feels nice. And look at that. Look how it's sticking to that Jupiler glass. That's what you get on the Perfect Draft. You know, just nice draft, pub style, stickage to your glass. Yeah. I don't know. I think the Hertog is a little bit more distinctive. This, again, isn't going to offend anyone. People are going to lap this up. No wonder people lap this up. It's often out of stock because that is just good. There's not a lot between them. That is a quandary. I'm pleased with that word. Quandary. Yeah, lovely, nice, refreshing drink. Would be an absolute belter on a nice hot summer's day. Again, it's about time it started to get nice and hot and summery, so I can enjoy these beers out in the garden again. But anyway, we are where we are. We're in winter, but it's still a pleasure. Lovely crisp drink, very easy to drink. I really can't separate them that easily. I really can't. I'm sorry, but you've got to try them both. Not going to grade it quite yet. First of all, got to get into some snackage. So I was in Home Bargains, and I thought, it's going to be similar to that Hertog. I just had that in my head anyway, you know, so perhaps that's clouding my judgment. But like the beer, it feels quite clear. But I was in Home Bargains. I like to pay a visit now and again. Prefer it to B&M. I do shop in some quality places. Anyway, I thought, what will go nice with a Pilsner? Something a little bit salty, something a little bit crispy. And I also do like nuts. So I thought, let's have a look round. I fancy something salty, something crispy, something nutty. And then these struck my attention. Strike the attention. These caught my attention. Salty sticks filled with peanuts. So, I mean, ticked every box. Ticked every box. As you can see from the front of the package, I don't think they've actually crumbled up peanuts and lobbed them in a stick. That looks like peanut butter. It does. And I am one for trying peanut butter. I've always wanted, from an early age, to like peanut butter. I like butter, I like peanuts, but I could never get on with peanut butter for some reason. Butter, peanut butter for some reason. Couldn't do it. Then I discovered, and it's not my discovery, obviously, because it's pretty famous in some countries, quite a large one, but obviously peanut butter and jam. And it does make it so much better because it makes it less claggy. That's always been my problem with peanut butter. The clagginess. It's like, what you got there in your mouth? Peanut butter, mate. You know what I mean? It just is. So this might have that clagginess, but I'm thinking with the crunchiness of the sticks, that might take it away. I might have to dip it in some jam. Anyway, I'm not going to do that now, but I think it will be a good beer snackage. That pack there, 49p. It's not the biggest loss if they're no good. Let's go. Made by To Keep Bites. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. Easy to get into. We're in. Whew. Peanut smell. Let's give them a whiff. Yeah, very peanut smellage. Right. Not messing about. I'm going straight in for 2 fingers. So that's what they look like. They look like a kind of elongated twiglet, but more lighter brown in colour than your average twiglet. I don't like twiglets. Anyway, I'm going to stop swearing at you with these sticks. Let's get stuck in. They're not bad. So they have got they are salty. Yeah, nice little bit of salty outerness. Definite peanut butter on the inner. Probably could have done with being a little bit fatter. A fatter stick with a bit more of an injection of peanut butter. But basically I'm just wanting more. Maybe if I put 5 of them together, I'm on to a winner. But yeah, not bad. A good beer snack, I think, for 49p. That's not bad. And I did think, because I've actually got some salted caramel Sniders. So I've had these instead of those salted caramel Sniders, which was quite a decision. To Keep Bites. Never, but they've done well. Never heard of them. Can't be good for you. Made in the Netherlands. Huh? Would you believe it? Would you believe it? Should have had it with the Hertogs. I wonder if my mate, Alexander, because he did say it's meant to be R, like art, rather than Alex, which I think I said last week. I wonder if he's heard of them. Let me know. www.vhfg.eu. I'll have a look at that first before leaving that bit in, just in case that's a terrible website and one that I should not be promoting to all 5 viewers. But no, they're good. I wonder if they do anything else. I might have to have a look. I'll tell you what, if you're in Home Bargains and you see these, and okay, the No Sniders pretzel pieces, but they're close. I think they're close. Much better than a twiglet. And go lovely with that. I've made a good decision there. I'm not saying that's up the Jupiler rating, but let's give it the rating. So what I'm going to say for the Jupiler, and what did I give the Hertog? I think I gave the Hertog an 8, didn't I? I'm really struggling. I'm really struggling to know if I like that better or worse or what. I just feel it's a bit of a cop-out to give it the same score. I'm copping out. It's an 8 as well. Hard luck. So I'm going to give that an 8. I'm giving these sticky peanut things, I'm giving them a 7, which is respectable. Yeah. For 49p, bag yourself some of them. Anyway, so I did also manage to get hold, fortunately, because I know a lot of people didn't, of the La Trappe. So, did well there. Hopefully, I also got a free gift of a glass. So, haven't had confirmation of that being dispatched as yet, but I'm hopeful that it will be this week, because then next week, because that's going to go down easily. So I'm hoping next week I will be reviewing the new La Trappe beer. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Anyway, for now, people, what I'm going to say is that's an 8. These salty sticks filled with peanuts, I mean, hell of a name that, but they get a 7. I'm going to say to you, thank you for watching. If you like the video, please give it a like. Subscribe for some of the next beer keg reviews. Definitely going to be doing that La Trappe. And in a few weeks' time, I have got a bit of a holiday. I will be going into the Quack. And yes, I have got the Quack glass. So, could be interesting. So, give us a subscribe. Make sure you don't miss out on them belters. Check out the Big Bold Reviews website. But for now, cheers, Perfect Drafters. Have a cracking weekend. Cheers.